So I'm pretty sure I have a little bit of time to make this video. There's so many points that I want to cover right now. Jesus Lord. I mean, this goes all the way back. This is how insane this whole fucking thing is. Like 40 fucking years later, I'm 40 years old. Do I look 40 years old? I mean, kind of, but not. You know, I mean, fuck, man. I'm at least fucking aged well compared to the fucking radioactive poisoning that I was fucking receiving for the past fucking almost 30 something plus fucking years. Radioactive diamond dust. Wow. Nano diamond dust. Wow. You know, so just for an update before I go into anything else. Still don't got no food stamps. They made sure that fucking all I'm receiving in food stamps is $66. That is like about $2 a fucking day. $2 a day. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. You know, that's because I won't go to their fucking house where I shut down an entire fucking block for fucking what? Killing people? You gotta be kidding me. This is the biggest fucking amount of bullshit I've ever fucking... I could not have... You know what? I've talked to people who have been in some hardcore shit. And none of that shit, they never brought up shit that fucking went all the way back to the time they were fucking 2 years old. Okay? Or 1 year old. Like I said, the only fucking peaceful fucking somewhat fucking memory that I actually have is when I met fucking Snoop, my uncle Snoop. That's it, dog. Because after that, I get hit by the car. Who's driving the car? All I knew my entire life was that the freaking person that was driving the car that hit me was a cop. That's it. I met the man once or twice, had a conversation. I don't remember the freaking guy's name. My mom might have, or one of my sisters that I can't get on the fucking phone might have, or maybe one or two friends that I can't get on the fucking phone might have. But I'm just wondering, with all that said, around about that same time period, because I don't see that completely being a fucking big part of what the fuck is going on 40 fucking years later. Plus, the guy passed away. From what I remember his last name being, it started with an MC, Mick, like an Irish cop. It wasn't his fault. And that's the whole fucking point. You know, it's like the only thing that happened prior to that was me having my dick sucked by that black nurse. That's it. And the point of me saying this is because right around the time that I got hit by the car, I meet Reid, the porn star, the soon-to-be porn star, which is bullshit. The fucking age and everything is bullshit. Me and Riley were friends. Me and Riley have one of the same fucking eyeballs in our head. Her eye and my eye are fucking almost identical, if not identical. Fucking, I'm not sure about both, but one of the fucking eyes, because that led us with the butterfly kisses shit, with the flicking of the eyelashes. That's what led to that. I'm sorry, Riley, if you're seeing this video, I love you, and I freaking don't know what to fucking say. I promised I'd protect you. I promised freaking that I'd marry you. You know what? That's not fucking probably happening due to every other fucking thing that's went down in life. And the real Riley compared to the other Riley. The same Riley. Jesus fuck. Sticking to what I'm saying, which is from the beginning. That is part of the beginning. Now, the only thing that could have fucking happened, either, and I'm thinking actually maybe it happened the same time. Hit by the car. Shortly after being hit by the car, I met Riley. I think Riley's like a year younger than me, or a year and a half younger than, maybe 2 years younger. Fuck no, because That's what I'm saying. Riley is almost about the same age as me. She's a little bit younger, from what I remember, because she when I first met Riley, she couldn't talk. I could talk, she couldn't. She was a baby. Then me and Riley start to play later on in life, and fuck, a train's coming. See, this is bullshit. Fuck you motherfuckers for putting me in this fucked up situation because you don't want the fucking truth. This is fucking already complicated, fucking beyond complicated. And I'm fucking stuck freezing in the fucking, fucking train stations? Fuck yous. With no fucking food? Fuck yous. Backing this up just a little bit. The only thing that happened in between the car and me meeting Riley, because I remember that being part of our first conversation. I got hit by a car. Other than the fact that when Riley introduced herself, I said, "Oh, I like to read, Riley. My name's Anthony, blah, blah, blah." That was the first conversation me and she ever had. You know, the only thing that happened in between, that would have happened after. Was the Tupac thing. Now, that's interesting because Black Nurse sucked my dick, put a blindfold on me, but I know now what the fuck happened. Now I understand what the fuck happened. Now I know what that fucking good feeling was. Now, the point of fucking all of this is because shortly after meeting Riley, maybe a year goes by. I was 4 when I was kidnapped. Matthew, my cousin, was 3. So that means I was 4 and a half. Matthew was just about to turn 3 or so. So in between then and there was Tupac. Now, when I met Tupac, that fucking threat was way beyond anything I ever heard as a fucking kid. All right? So that happens. Now, that's really interesting because I didn't even know that was fucking Tupac. What happens after that? Shakira and Riley. Shakira was in witness protection, and I remember this because I remember overhearing it. Shakira was in witness protection. She was being made to look like Riley. But when I went to go look at her eye and blah, blah, blah in the conversation, because me and Riley used to kiss each other on the fucking cheeks. And Shakira, she was a fucking bad little brat, to tell you the freaking truth. I mean, fuck, I wasn't a fucking saint, I guess, but at the same fucking time, that's when I met Tia, the deity Tia. Fucking trains, man. That's when I met the deity Tia. This is hard to fucking concentrate, fucking to figure out. And then this is where I gotta fucking figure it out. Wow. Fucking wow. So my point being is what happens. But like the second time, maybe it was the second or third time that I'm hanging out with freaking Tia, aka Shakira. That's when freaking Shakira was sitting there laying in real hard on the whole Jesus thing. They knew then. Yo, Tia, man, I don't know what to fucking say right now. Because this is so fucked up. This is beyond fucked up. I gotta wait. Hold on. So the fucking point being is Shakira lunges at me, like, due to certain deity stuff. When she lunges at me, I never seen what I seen that day. When I seen that, that's when that freaked me out. I jump out the back of the swing set. Tia is still freaking, Shakira/Tia is still freaking going off on me. Blah, blah, blah. She falls out the back of the freaking swing set. Now, the point being is after she falls out the swing set, she starts still going off on me. Now at that point, I am pretty fucking certain that the swing set fucking came back and swung and cracked her in the fucking head. Alright? Maybe I freaking, when she came lunging at me, maybe I shoved the swing set. Maybe it was a stupid kid move. Either fucking way, it doesn't fucking matter. The fucking point is that fucking Shakira's head got busted the fuck open. And who lost the fucking house but the black nurse? And Riley's father is the one that got blamed because Shakira was in witness protection. Just like I'm supposed to be in witness protection, right? Bullshit. That's why I'm fucking bringing up even me getting hit by the car. Who was driving the car? A cop, right? You know, it's like grudges are fucking weird with these people, man. You know, I'm trying to stay calm while I'm sitting here explaining this fucking complicated, crazy ass shit that makes me sound fucking crazy. And I'm sitting here fucking, I'm saying to myself, fucking every time, I'm just like, okay, bam, this is where I freaking can go into a lot of this shit. This is, I can't, man. Because people don't need to be fucking hearing this. This is why I'm putting this on fucking social media. Does that make sense? Because this shit should have been handled calmly, not fucking picking on a fucking 2-year-old boy for 38 fucking years straight. Shakira gets hit by the swing set. She's in witness protection. Riley's life. Me and Riley, at that point, never seen each other again. From what I remember, me and Riley never seen each other again. As far as freaking being little kids. Riley's dad was still being nice to me, but when fucking shit started picking up with losing the house and this and that and everything else, Riley's dad did something that he should not have done. And that is play with fucking dark ass magic. The minute he started to play with that type of shit, his attitude towards me changed a lot. Now, Riley's dad, believe it or not, looks a lot like Ari's dad, Ariana. Riley Reid's dad looks a whole lot like Ariana Grande's dad. Interesting. That's just interesting in my fucking head. I'm not saying they're identical. I'm not saying they're cloned. I am saying they have very, very similar features. Now, with that said, the black nurse also, from what I understand, lost her house, okay? Because she was supposed to be watching Riley that day, but she allowed my sister to watch me and Riley that day because everything was good and it wasn't Riley, it was Shakira. See, this is fucking why I do not need distractions of any sort. Because even when there's no distractions, I'm sitting here fucking trying to make heads and tails of fucking this crazy ass bullshit that's went on for 38 years. Shakira's dad was in witness fucking protection because he was rolling over on the fucking mob. That's all I know. I don't know which mob. I don't know fucking what the fuck the other details are of that. I racked my brain. I went through fucking any type of conversation that I remember overhearing back then. That's all I fucking know. Shakira, I fucking love you. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Tia. Now, from that point, Riley's dad sells the house. It takes about 10 months, maybe like a year and a half before they're completely gone. 2 months. I'm thinking maybe it was 2 fucking months after Mr. Perez moved in and this is where it's interesting too, right? 2 months after Mr. Perez moves in, all of a sudden, me and my now 3-year-old freaking cousin Matthew get fucking abducted walking right across the street. We were gonna walk across the street and walk back. There was a car that pulled off from the front of Mr. Perez's house, grabs Matthew and me. I get in the car willingly to fucking follow this dumb retard. And we end up getting fucking kidnapped to the house of 73 Master Boulevard. Now, that's at 4 years old. Because if Matthew was just turning 3, I would have had to have been 4.5 years old. The fucking point is, people don't need to hear this shit. Or maybe they do need to hear this shit, but they don't need to hear this shit right now while I'm making a goddamn video of it. Shakira, Tupac, Riley, Shakira, Tupac. Snoop, only peaceful memory. Riley, Shakira, Tupac. Shakira, Tupac. Yeah. So that's the beginning. That's the full beginning. Am I leaving anything else out? That's the fucking should be somewhere on record beginning. As far as the fucking magic shit and the contacting of the spirits and the fucking this and the fucking that, all that shit, fucking, yo, man. 4.5 fucking years old at that point. What else? The reason I'm bringing all that up is because of what happens later on, right? So what does happen later on? And if I left anything out, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, fucking, I didn't need the distraction of this shit while I'm trying to fucking sit there and sort through this fucking important shit to fucking figure out who the fuck needs an apology right now, or a goddamn fucking knife to the goddamn neck. Fucking, if you want to kill me, kill me. Fuck yous. My point being is that black nurse was in dreams. That's why I've been titling this to Ariana. And I've been titling this to Selena, okay? Because one of those dreams involved a person who was able to shapeshift. Now this is dreams. It went from my main person, where I signed contracts with the FBI, CIA, and the DOJ, which I don't want to fucking talk about to anyone. Never did. But now I am. And I am fucking saying that freaking it went from, and this is just the dream, Ari, this is just the dream, Selena, and Riley's dad, and everybody else involved. But the bottom line is that I talked about in older videos, there was a dream I had where a woman, although treating me friendly, was feeding me a cup of tea, and the cup of tea was poison. And at first it looked like Linda, then it looked like somebody else, and then it looked like that black nurse. Now, there's another dream, and in that dream, what's interesting about that dream is that freaking, because Rihanna didn't get cued in just yet. Rihanna doesn't come into the fucking picture until after I'm in first grade. And Sibby, her brother at the time. And her older sister, which comes really into play when it comes to all the shit that just went down recently, which is interesting. The point being is that in the dream, there was the dream with the poison cup, right, of tea, right? I mentioned Linda, Bucaria. I mentioned, I don't know who else, and then there's the black lady that I don't know the name of. Or whatever, either way. It switched once or twice, 3 times, I don't know. But it still came down to the black lady in the end. Now that's really interesting because there's also another dream. Now these are dreams, okay, where I am in a hospital. And what I think is my friend Will, Young, is not Will. That is fucking Dalton. Selena Gomez. That's Dalton. Just like it was fucking Dalton in the fucking car in real life. The day that fucking they turned around to me and asked me, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. And they knew what the fuck they were doing and I was being fucking completely bombarded. Worse so than the day that freaking Justin was in the freaking car with me. And I told him, get over to the other side of the fucking car right now. Sorry, Justin. But I'm telling you, it was worse than that. Now, with this saying, the reason I'm bringing that up is because of that. Because of the fact that Dalton was in that fucking dream. Because when I met him in real life, in that car, that white fucking SUV looking thing, and supposedly my wife Ari was right there, which doesn't make no fucking sense because she was so little compared to fucking the real fucking Ari, right? Oh, remember your friend Will is what my sister's telling me right before I get into the car. He's in the car waiting for you. And I'm looking at Will and I'm like, oh man, this shit's fucking crazy, blah, blah, blah. And it looked like Will, but it looked younger either fucking way. I'm saying fucking, that's what I mean about fucking being poisoned. I would have fucking nailed that if I wasn't being fucking poisoned out of my fucking mind and not knowing it. Or even a fucking consideration of it. That's why I'm saying it to Selena. That's why I'm saying it to fucking Ari. That's why I'm saying it right now. All this shit goes down. Now, those were dreams that I had throughout life. Real scenarios, this, that. This is why I needed to stay focused. Because I am explaining fucking dreams from what happened in reality. And I don't even want to get fucking started with the fucking machines and the shit that I've been going over and realizing with the fucking machines. Almost every fucking single thing that I was shown inside that fucking machine was bullshit. And I sum that up to Bella. Those fucking machines were bullshit. Wow. Because what happened with Bella wasn't even fucking born yet. Or she was born, but she wasn't fucking born, like she wasn't fucking that old. You know, this is why some of the times my fucking head was a little fucked up when fucking people would approach me with something and I'm like, ah man, this fucking bullshit again. I mean, you know, it's another fucking bullshit. Just like Ari. Now I understand a little bit more when it comes to explaining the stories, when it comes to fucking this Ari story, from this Ari story, from this Ari story, from this Ari story. I'm understanding that a little bit more now. Around 4.5, I lose my first little friend, Riley. I don't even know if anybody knew that the freaking black nurse sucked my dick. I have no actual knowledge if anybody knew that. I can't get fucking people on the phone that might have any type of fucking knowledge of that situation, period. But what's interesting is if there is a Tupac connection with the black nurse. And if there isn't, it still makes me wonder, the next thing that happens is Rihanna. Rihanna comes around, right? Little Rihanna, tiny. We're all still little tiny fucking kids. But you know what? The only thing, and I brought this up before, was only the one fucking time did me and Rihanna not get along. Any other fucking time, me and Rihanna got along. So I don't know who the fuck it was that day, but I'm guessing it wasn't Rihanna. Because Rihanna could not stand my cousins. And that Rihanna fucking was doing nothing but playing with them. That's when the fucking woods went on fire near my fucking house. And the fucking helicopter landed near my fucking house. Interesting. Real fucking interesting. Now, as far as Rihanna's older sister goes, one of the ones that was swinging her by the arm, the one I always seen with Reid and her little brother all the time at the bus stop, that is where it gets interesting, because the guy that I met a few months back, Level, showed me a picture of his friend who's X amount of years older than him, but not too many years older than him. And I'm saying to my fucking self, holy fucking crap, that is my friend Drew Smith, if that's his real name. That's my friend Drew Smith's sister. And then I realized, holy shit, that's fucking Rihanna's older sister. Or at least a person who I was introduced to as Rihanna's older sister. Now, throughout my memory, I met that girl a couple different times. Once was right after fucking Drew showing me, right before Drew showed me a picture, Drew Smith. Black. Not fucking Justin with his fucking Drew label, which is fucking really weird. But either way, Drew Smith shows me a picture 3 days after I see that freaking girl. The first time I seen that girl was in fucking Mastic. Years ago, other than, her being Rihanna's fucking older sister. Around about the time that freaking a girl I just met fucking says she's gonna get into a car accident. She wasn't even driving. I get out the fucking car right there and fucking gets into an accident. By the time I get home and say, what the fuck just happened? There's no accident. Then a few phone calls are made. They find out that fucking accident took place in another fucking state that is fucking, it takes a day to get there. This is why this is bullshit. Because I gotta fucking say this shit and fucking, I don't even know who the fuck's paying attention at this point. I find it interesting with all that said. And then what's going on right now, March 2022. The president is Biden. Just saying, that's just a fact statement in the middle of me fucking making this video. The reason why that's important is because after so many years, my friend Jesse, who I've been trying to talk to about the last time we supposedly bumped into each other, which it wasn't her, but it looked like her, it sounded like her, but it didn't act like her. Comes out of the apartment next door to mine, and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? How the fuck? Like, she's like, Anthony, we're not family no more. Really, that's interesting. And then I get Jesse on the phone and we talk a little bit, but that was only after I got to my freaking, because over the years, unless I bought a new phone, I lose touch with Jesse all the fucking time. Just like when that happened and I was trying to fucking call her then. We were talking right up until that incident. And then I couldn't get her on the goddamn phone no more. That was years back. That was like fucking 10 years ago. Then me and Jesse have talked. We've talked fucking since we've known each other. And then all of a sudden, Jesse rolls into the driveway at my house in Mastic, where I'm telling Jesse, I'm like, holy shit, Jesse, this is the fucking house that I was kidnapped when I was 4. I'm like, this is also the fucking house that they tried to fucking kill me when I was 17, that had a little girl's dead body up in the fucking attic. Holy shit. I wanted to fucking pack my bags and tell Jesse, take me with you. Anywhere. But you know what? After seeing Jesse after almost fucking 20 years, close to 20 fucking years, I tell her, be careful. I hope you're not here to try to fuck me over, but still in all, fucking, because that seems to be the fucking motive of all old friends coming into my contact. But I'm telling her, be careful. And then fucking a month later, I go to call her a month later because I'm just letting everything sink into my head. I'm glad to see her. And this was only a few months back, a year ago. And then all of a sudden, I call her and she's standing at the fucking site. At the exact moment I choose to call her, she's standing at the fucking site where her daughter's been shot dead. And who fucking shot her? Her fiance's father. The girl's fiance's father. You know? Wow. You know, the reason why I'm bringing all these little things up, and I'm not going into the fact that, like, hey, Jessie named her daughter after the girl that I said, Jessie, I just met this girl, blah, 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 blah. That was the whole, car accident that supposedly didn't happen here. It happened in another fucking state, but it only took me 15 minutes to get fucking home. I asked Jessie, I said, Jessie, this girl said her last name was this. I'm like, yo, go check and find out if there's somebody around the area, because this girl was cute. I liked her, blah, blah, blah. This was before Jessie even knew she was pregnant. All those years ago. This was right around the time that Drew Smith shows me a picture of what looks like his sister, which I just talked to 3 days prior. And when he fucking checked into it, he confirmed it right to me that it was her. So now we're talking, wow, that's really fucking funny, because that's the girl that I also remember being Rihanna's older sister. Now that is shit that has happened within the year of 2021 leading into 2022. Amongst other things, like my father, possibly. Pictures of what looks like my father, dead. My real father, dead. That I don't even know is my real father, other than kind of being told. And then being completely diverted in the other direction by the rest of my family. It's really funny that a month after his picture shows up in the picture where he's dead, even though my father had lookalikes, all of a sudden I'm being evicted by one of the people who knew and told me that my father was Secret Service. Now, I'm thinking also too about Riley, because I just ran into her. But it's not the same Riley. It's the same Riley. Like I said, the real Riley Reid. The real Riley Reid, me and her have a fucking eyeball that is almost fucking identical to each other. And I'm not talking a little bit. I'm talking doctors looked at our fucking eyes and lined them up and was like, holy shit. Wow. Now, it's really interesting that Shakira was in witness protection, right? So now, what's going through my fucking head is the situation with Paul Flores and Kristen Smart, where this fucking jerk off turns around, tells me he killed Kristen Smart, right? So, and that he's gonna set me up, my family up, which is also his family, and a whole bunch of other families up all at the same time. Wow. So what do? I go to the people who are equipped at that point, because I was 15, to fucking handle this shit. And they have me sign a witness statement with all these fucking names in it that were mentioned. And some of those turned out to be family members that I couldn't talk to once they forced me to fucking, by threat of arrest, to sign the witness protection form. Similar to what Shakira was in. Now it's getting good, right? All these years later, and all this crap later, and now I'm saying to myself, wow, that is fucked up. And another train rolled in, and I'm just like, fuck, you know? I'm just like, fuck, right this second. As far as Rihanna entering into the neighborhood and me and her brother becoming friends and me and Rihanna eventually playing with each other, that's what I'm saying. Me and Rihanna always got along. Me and her brother always got along. But the one time, which makes no fucking sense, Rihanna was being real fucking nasty to me and hanging out with my two cousins, which she couldn't fucking stomach. So now I'm saying to my fucking self, what the fuck is really going on with that? Which which ones was I playing with, and which ones were fucking, or which one? Because if Rihanna's older sister was Drew's older sister, then that means my friend Drew Smith was really related to fucking Rihanna, obviously, if that was Rihanna's real sister. And either way, the dude level I bump into, all of a sudden he shows me a picture of his friend, who's sure as shit is not only Drew's sister, but fucking Rihanna's fucking, wow, bro. There's some fucked up shit. That's what I'm saying. There's some fucked up shit. All I know is that supposedly, and it's not supposedly, my friend's daughter is dead. Wow. And as far as Paul Flores, from what I could figure out and remember, from what I remember, and now that I can figure out what the fuck was I overhearing? What the fuck was I actually hearing? What the fuck was people actually saying? Paul Flores, just like the sheriffs, oh, you're coming after one of our own. Oh, really? I'm coming after one of your own. Really? Wow. Now that's interesting. I'll take a lie detector test on that one too. Because Paul Flores, from the cops' point of view, was a Fed trying to set up the cops by impersonating that he was trying to be a cop. And meanwhile, the Feds were saying the opposite, that he was a cop trying to impersonate a Fed because they were fucking, in other words, not impersonating, but fucking he was joining. And really, he was a cop. And now, it's really interesting that all the times that I ever tried to document anything that was going on to the police, And they fucking, just like the fucking squirrel with the fucking human foot bone. Oh, they lost the report. There's no report found. What about me getting jumped by 17 people? What about fucking every other fucking thing that ever happened? Now it's looking a whole lot like bad news. And now this guy, in 2 days' time, was supposed to go to trial, but yet he's going to fucking put in for a change of venue. Because he ain't gonna get a fair fucking trial. Oh man, I'm gonna flip. I do not trust no one. Gerald Schur, who was the head of witness protection, before retiring, I signed in to a Pentagon computer with my fucking highly fucking multi-level IP address in the fucking Pentagon before I even understood what the fucking IP address or owned the fucking computer was. I'm sitting here saying to all my friends, my real friends, the ones that weren't out to fuck me over, purposefully, just like Demi, really Demi. You know, it's like I explained to you, it was like either you were going to set me up that day or I was going to burn you. That's what was explained to me right before the bullshit that happened between me and you. So I don't remember the bullshit. I remember the fucking first time, me and you. I remember that. I remember that fucking, the good. The fucking, not the non-poison bullshit. That one, that the fucking, the fucking, wow, bro. I think that's not even, wow. And these videos that I'm making right now, am I moving my hands the right way or am I not? Or is my face lining up with the camera or should I be over here? With the videos that from the future, wow man, that weren't even made yet. That people were coming across saying this can't be fucking real. And then more and more people found out it was real and more people died. And of course nothing was ever fucking done. I hope everybody's alright. And you know, it's like this is bullshit. This is bullshit. Never paid me my money. Oh, and let's not forget the fucking Leah Remini, the devil's wife on top of that, and the fucking hot nurse that all sucked my dick. Let's not forget those ones either. Sorry, Leah. Fucking nobody heard her. Because it ain't what the fuck it just simplistically came out my mouth as. It was different. And fucking it involves fucking... Ugh. Wow. Wow, man. Yeah, wow. That's fucking wow. That's what I mean about like forgetting that, you know, this happened or that happened. Just like the day that I got hit by the car. I left the part out where my spirit being brought back into my body. Now this is something that I said to them back then when it happened, that voice that I heard then was the voice that I heard right before I ran out in front of that car, telling me that I got this. When you contact the other side, and sometimes the other side still contacts you, but they can fucking mimic the deities that are here. Some of these spirits can imitate the voices and personalities of those deities, and that is the important part of this video. That is another important part of this video. The same thing went down with Ari's dad as the same thing that went down with Mr. Reid. You know, it's like I don't know what to say, because this is so fucked up that I've had to go back in my memory to the fucking to the no problems, to all of a sudden the fucking, which goes all the way back to fucking 2 years old. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. And I can't get nobody on the fucking phone that I want to get on the goddamn phone that remembers that this shit fucking took place. Wow. Just like right after talking to my sister and asking her, yo, can you get me in touch with my cousin? Does he remember anything at all? Because I'll know if he's lying. But I'll know if new fucking information is presented that fucking is a bullshit lie. But wondering, does he remember, or imagination? Because I remember him back then not fucking knowing a goddamn thing. Maybe there was a chance, but you know what? Either way, no more contact right after that. She goes, okay, no problem, blah, blah, blah. It's not like we haven't brought up the topics before. Either one of those. Even if I didn't want to talk to my cousin back then, I said, now's the time. I said, can you please try to get in touch with him? Let me find out. No problem, man. And then fucking couldn't get her on the phone from that point on. Wow. Fucking wow. I'm sitting here wondering to myself, all these things, and I can't get the people that I need to talk to on the phone. That's really fucking interesting. And the only woman that I can get on the phone is a woman who they wanted me to fucking kill her daughter. Which, one of the reasons I didn't, is because when her daughter hacked into the fucking system with her little buddies in fucking Anonymous, before Anonymous was even an Anonymous, they found my government file. And then they found out who gave the order to have them killed. And that order came from her family. That's what she said right to my face. That's why I chose to leave it alone. There should have been others. She was already very fully aware. So there should have been others that should have gotten those orders. Optional orders, by the way. Wow. That's insane that I've had to fucking remember this crazy shit. And what's even more fucked up is now I'm standing in the cold waiting for $66 in food stamps next month. Wow, man. Fucking wow, man. That's $2 a day. That is a bottle of fucking water. Wow. Wow. You know what? I'm pretty sure I covered fucking a majority of what I wanted to say. Because that's how fucking important all that was. I don't know if I left anything else out. I mean, timeline-wise, I left out a whole bunch of shit. But what was important in this video, during this understanding of what the fuck's been going on? This is crazy. This is fucking, that's what fucking, wow.